Welcome to another edition of Made in Bensenville. Hi, I'm Jim Mitchell. I'll be your host today. And as always, we like to take a look at a number of the businesses and industries here in Bensenville that contribute to the great way of life we have here in the great business community. And today we're going to talk to a man who's been around for quite a while and learn about his business. We're going to talk to Skip Glatt of GAIM, and we're going to find out what GAIM means and how that came to be. First of all, Skip, thanks for being here today.
Lovely to be here. It's a great town to do business, and anything I can do for the village.
We're going to hear all about it. First, we want to find a little bit more about your company, so let's take a quick look at this video.
GAIM has been in business since 1989 and is family owned. Our focus is on injection molding for OEM and consumer retail. We brainstorm, mold design, consult, mold testing, evaluation, tooling, assembly, sonic welding, thermostaking, fulfillment, drop shipping, warehousing, and distribution for national and international needs. We take great pride in getting our clients quick responses with a proactive approach in everything we do at GAIM. You will experience great service, prices, and an on-time delivery, all with stellar quality. To this day, we still have a lot of the same employees, customers, and vendor partnerships since our inception. GAIM Engineering has been molding products from 100% recycled materials since 1989. Some people call us recycling pioneers, and we are flattered. Utilizing recycled materials to create durable goods is the key to our clients' success. Some of our clients include Plantopia hanging baskets, Spikes for Burdax, Antenna Plus, the makers of covers and bases found on commercial vehicles for tracking, SPX Genfair, the maker of the Fairbox, and many more products. We work with our clients to deliver the most cost-effective solution from concept to finished molded products. We are manufacturing gurus, consultants, inventors, and an idea generator steering our clients in the right direction.
Jim Mitchell back with you now, and we're going to find out a little bit more about the people behind the video you just saw there, GAIM Engineering. Skip Glatt is with me today. And Skip, let's find out about you first. Tell us a little bit about your background and your history in GAIM Engineering.
Native Chicagoan, married, live in the northern suburbs. I was away out west in the mid-'70s. Susan and I married and wanted to start a business, and knew what the Midwest had, and knew what Bensenville had. And we relocated back here in early '78, helped some people sell their businesses, and eventually we started ours in 1990, April, right here at the north end of the industrial park.
Are you in the same location you've been all along?
No. Our original location was in Unit A, then we had Unit B, then we had a satellite in Wooddale. We called that D for distribution, shut that down, picked up another unit in Bensenville, and due to the construction of the airport and pressure on the creek, we moved to higher ground, so we're at another location. So we've had as many as, we have five locations in our lifetime of 27 years.
But it seems like you have concentrated on Bensenville. You said you knew of Bensenville. Tell me what attracts you to this community.
Clean power, because we're right outside the biggest user of power, being the airport. But tooling, all the resources are here. Welding, machine shops, excellent labor force. That's probably number one.
Okay.
We did look at moving years ago. No, it's the people that make it work, and I didn't move away from our employees.
That's good to hear. You don't hear that enough anymore. Now, so that tells us a little about you and the history. Tell us about GAIM Engineering. What exactly does this business do?
We're thermoplastic injection molders. We help other people, but primarily we create our own products,
Okay.
and we manufacture. We do the distribution, the packaging, globally as well as domestically,
Okay.
for big box stores, catalog houses, and now Amazon.
Yeah, well, you have to keep, the industry changes, doesn't it, in terms
Yeah.
of those types of things?
So we mass produce product. We have to hold it, know what we have, but we can't package it because we don't know, is it going to a big box store, or is it going catalog, or is it going internet sales?
So once you produce it, the distribution can be entirely different depending upon
That's
that.
correct.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's, it's UPS shipments. Sometimes it's 90 pallets in a truck that are deadheading to a Walmart distributor, or possibly Lowe's or Menards. Name them all. You can put your hands on our products and all these retailers.
Yeah. Now tell me about your products. Give me an example of types of things you make.
To prevent pigeons from landing on sports stadium overhangs or in transit centers, I created spikes.
Sure.
Spikes to keep pigeons from pooping where they're not supposed to be. A lot of times they're used commercially on air conditioning units, heat transfer type things. So spikes made out of headlamps from automobiles. Everything I do is 100% recyclable, post-industrial,
Okay.
as well as medical or food
really?
packaging.
Okay. Okay.
So I create products across the board, and we run basically greater than 90% scrap.
Interesting. Now you brought one with you. Is this one of your newer items here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some people in Canada were in trouble, and this is called Heft. This is a tool that snaps onto a snow shovel, garden rake, shovel, and it's on within a second or two. It stays in place, and it gives you a second leverage assist. And these can be bought at, let's say, HomeDepot.com. They can be bought online. All the big box stores are clamoring for this.
Yeah.
This is made out of food packaging. This is automotive scrap.
Interesting.
We mold it, and we assemble it, and then we package it, and we ship it.
Now, when you talk about a product like this, or any of the ones you make, first of all, design, and then the actual manufacturing of it, the molding and putting the piece together, is that all done on site? You keep
Yes,
that all in-house?
yeah. We're just located at the north end of the industrial park, and when we start to swell with holding a lot of product, we reach out to a cold storage group just blocks away. Stuff is held there. Our clients then send their trucks.
Okay.
Send their trucks there to make pickups. For example, we make an urn, a temporary urn for human ashes. It's a box, and it's closed. It has wire tie. It has a heavy wall bag in there, and there's only 36 in a box. But you have to do $121,000 a year. You need a lot of room.
The space for all those.
And
sure.
our contract is we have to have a trailer load ready in case of some national disaster.
Interesting.
So, takes a lot of room.
Yeah, and so when you talk about Bensenville, let's tie that back because you talk about shipping locally, internationally. So you have highways, trains, airport right nearby here. I assume that's a big advantage for you then.
Molds like this were flown in offshore, very costly. Pigments to make this are bought locally. Machine shop needs, screws, nuts, and bolts to put this all together, all locally. We believe in doing business here in Illinois. We believe in doing business right here in town.
Yeah, that's great. Now, when products like this are being developed, are they all things you develop in-house, your idea, or do companies come to you and say, we need something made, can you make it for us?
Most of the time we create our own products.
Okay.
This came to us just a short while ago, maybe 18 months ago, at a trade show. These people in Canada, in Vancouver, had molders in Ontario, so you're talking west talking to the east, and the quality of the molds might not have been up to par, and they needed someone to service North America.
You're ready.
Here you are.
Yeah.
We're right in the heartland.
Yeah. And with projects like this, what's the timeline? I mean, if you come up with an idea or someone comes to you, by the time it's ready to ship out, what does that usually entail?
Boy, less than 14 weeks, 16, 20 maybe.
Really? Okay, so you
From
get right to it.
art to part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are you the hands-on guy? I mean, you've been doing this, you said, for a lot of years.
Yeah,
You-
51 years I've
Yeah.
been molding, and I can do it all if necessary. But we have a staff.
Okay.
We run a 10-hour day with humans. Then we run an 8-hour day. So that's 18 hours that we have people in the factory. But at midnight, everyone is home. But a lot of our equipment continues running what they call lights out manufacturing.
Really?
Robotics, conveyor belts. We have conveyors that run up across the ceiling, and we have drop zones. So we can leave at night and just let it mound up, and we'll deal with it in the morning.
Did you envision any of this when you started 50 years ago in terms
Oh,
of how
yeah.
the industry would
Oh, yeah.
evolve? And
First equipment we had, I didn't have a lot of money. We had to rent some stuff. I bought a used robot. We named it Agnes, and I proved it out. Left on a Thursday and came back on a Monday, and it was still running, and it was used. And I proved right then and there.
yeah, that's interesting. Now, to not get too carried away with the technology, how about the people that work for you? Tell me about your employees a
I'm
little
an
bit.
educator by trade, and any good company is only made of two things. It's good employees and good clients, and we treat our people right. And we take unskilled labor and turn them into skilled labor.
It's great when you can have your employees stay with you and your clients stay with you. I assume you have some long-term relationships
Yeah,
for both.
we're 27 years old, and I have people that have been with us 25 plus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's great.
And I want to go back to something else you said here before we let you go. A couple of things. First of all, you talked about using recycled materials. How did that come about, and was that a purposeful decision on your part?
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, we need to be competitive globally. So tooling is very expensive here in the States. But what's the number two expensive in injection molding is resin.
Okay.
I was a medical molder out in California and knew that there were a lot of mistakes. And I was able to tap into this area, which is the largest medical molding area in the world.
Really?
Which is the North Shore.
Okay.
You go North Chicago and beyond, Abbott and
Right. Okay.
Baxter,
Okay.
Travenol, tremendous amount of medical scrap. And I pull from that industry, medical scrap. It's never seen blood, it's never seen human fluids. For example, syringes, printed, misprinted. They scrap them out.
Okay.
So we grind. We have a process of getting rid of any metal. We melt it and we mold it and make durable goods. For example, years ago, open up your Weber barbecue grill, whether it was gas or those items you touched, we created over 28 products for them.
Interesting. Interesting. We could probably talk for a long time, you and I here, but we are going to wrap up in a minute. People want to learn more about GAIM engineering. What's the best place to go? How do they get in touch with you?
Website,
Okay.
GAIM, spelled GAIM, plasticsinc.com.
Excellent.
And that'll lead to 3 or 4 other websites as well as video, and you can see us in action.
Excellent. Well, Skip Glatt of GAIM Engineering has been our guest today on Made in Bensenville, and just one of the great success stories here in this community. We'll share more with you in future episodes. I hope you'll join us for that. And Skip, thanks for being here today.
Great. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.